I think it's about time I did another DVD and Blu Ray update, so here goes. I haven't bought an awful lot recently, but there are some slightly different things. Now, I was in the mood for a particular film recently, so I had to go out and find it on Blu Ray. And that's a film that I haven't seen since I was a kid, and it is The Towering Inferno, starring, Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, just a laundry list, Fred Astaire of Hollywood, like A-listers from the 70s, and it's basically a big disaster movie where there's a fire in a skyscraper in San Francisco, and they have to try and escape and put the fire out and stuff. A terrific film, which is a lot darker and a lot more violent than I remember it being. But I would highly recommend it on Blu-ray as well. It looks brilliant and transfers really nice. And to be honest, this film's going on for 3 hours long. So if you have an afternoon free, like a Sunday afternoon, Towering Inferno, you cannot go wrong with. It's really good. I've also been in the mood recently for some 80s cheese, so that's what you're going to get now. I think all of these films, no, nearly all of these movies have been released by Optimum, the release label in the UK, who seem to have the rights to all the 80s cheese movies. So first of all, there's Flash Gordon, another film I haven't seen since I was a kid. We had a few people round a couple of weeks ago and we watched this, and everybody really, enjoyed it. There were so many bits of this movie that I saw and recognised. It was like having permanent deja vu throughout the film. Flash Gordon, I love this movie, it's so good. I know that this has probably found a revival since the film Ted came out, which I didn't really like, but Flash Gordon I love. Again, it looks great on Blu-ray, the colours are very vibrant. And it's just a fun movie. It's camp as Christmas, mad as a doorbell, but it's great fun. So that's Flash Gordon. Also picked up Rambo 3, which was the only Rambo film I didn't have. Again, I haven't seen this since I was a kid, and I haven't watched it again yet, so I can't really comment too much on it, but I believe it's like Sylvester Stallone versus the entire population of Afghanistan or something like that, so that's Rambo 3. Also picked up another Stallone movie, Cliffhanger, which I used to watch all the time when I was a kid. I love Cliffhanger, directed by Rennie Harlin, who did Die Hard 2. Basically about Stallone kicking ass on a mountain. Cliffhanger, I haven't watched this since I bought it, so I don't know what the transfer's like, but if any of the other Optimum Blu-rays or anything to go by, it should be pretty good transfer. So another fun, cheesy action movie. I believe this was actually early 90s, so not 80s, but it's essentially like the same sort of thing, but this was 93, this movie, so that's Cliffhanger. And then, of course, no cheesy 80s action movie collection would be complete without Commando, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. This was released by 20th Century Fox. Transfer's great, again, in my opinion. A fun movie. He plays, what's his name? Is it John Matrix? Essentially his daughter's kidnapped. It's like Taken back in the 80s. Like Taken now is Liam Neeson. It's a character actor with very kind of shaky cam, crunchy punchy fighting. Back in the 80s it was Arnold Schwarzenegger just punching through walls, carrying a rocket launcher. I know which I prefer. Commando is a great fun movie, it's a guilty pleasure, and it looks great on Blu-ray. And to be honest, I think all of these Blu-rays, like depending on where you look, £8 or less. So you're not going to be spending an awful lot on these sorts of films, but they are worth upgrading, in my opinion. Also picked up a limited edition digibook from a website called Zavvi.com, ZAVVI.com. It is the To Kill a Mockingbird limited edition digibook. As you can see here, if I take it out of its like little slipcase, it basically opens up like that, and you get a book kind of stuck into the middle of the case. I don't know if that's perfectly clear. I got this for literally like $7.95. It's a limited edition digibook, and it's a film that I've never seen. I've never seen the film To Kill a Mockingbird. I know that's terrible, but it's loaded with special features. It's been remastered and everything, so I'm very much looking forward to watching this. Zavvi.com seem to be doing the digibooks fairly cheap at the moment, so if you're interested, go pick them up. There is then a box set which my partner Laura bought me because I actually got a promotion at work fairly recently, and As a congratulation present, my partner actually bought me this, the Stanley Kubrick Blu Ray box set, which contains a lot of his movies, Lolita 2001, Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket and Eyes Wide Shut. So not all of his stuff, but a fair chunk of his movies. The transfers are amazing, the films themselves are great, obviously. Stanley Kubrick being one of my favourite directors. The box set is actually really cool. It's like in a thick sort of keep case there, in a slip case. You get a bonus disc as well, documentary about Stanley Kubrick. This itself, I think this has been as low as about £20 to £25. It keeps coming down in price and then they keep putting it back up, but if you find it like in a sort of bargain or a sale, definitely pick it up, it's worth it. So that's the Stanley Kubrick box set. I've then been going a little bit steelbook mad recently. I think the reason being is I wasn't able to get the Raid on steelbook, which is a topic I'll tackle on Film Discussion with the Lucha Media Geek, but I wasn't able to get the Raid. And that really annoyed me, the circumstances around that. So I thought I'd, pick up a couple of steelbooks to help fill the void. First of all, was a steelbook I got quite a while ago, and the Lucha Media Geek actually bought this for me. Sam bought this for me when he was staying over, and that's War Horse, the steelbook. A film which I like. Don't think it's as good as everybody, all the critics kind of said it was, and like, oh, it's this generation's E.T. and stuff like that. No, it's not, but it's very well made. The problem with this is that the main character is a horse. There's no sort of main human character whose thread you follow throughout the film. It's basically the horse in a series of vignettes almost. So that's War Horse, but I did really like it. Then I've been on eBay and picked up a couple of bargains, to be honest. The first of which is the Total Recall steelbook, which, as you can see here, has the normal cover there, Arnold Schwarzenegger on the back, and then if you open it up, you basically get the Mars landscape as an inlay. So Total Recall, another guilty pleasure, but it's actually really a good sci-fi movie if you ask me, based on the Philip K. Dick book, or what was it called, We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. Directed by Paul Verhoeven, who is a mental director, so if you've seen any of Paul Verhoeven's movies, you know what to expect going into Total Recall. Bought this because the remake was out, which I really have no interest in, and I thought, you know what, I love the original so much, why not pick it up on Blu Ray? So there's Total Recall. Also picked up the Orson Welles movie Touch of Evil. This is the steelbook, Masters of Cinema series. These steelbooks are pretty gorgeous, to be honest. They all come with a booklet. Masters of Cinema, they've been releasing old movies, giving them the 5-star treatment in terms of extras and pitch transfer. I've never seen this movie, so I can't really talk about it too much, but the steelbook is lovely, so there's that. Also picked up, in order to do my Horror Movie Mum series of videos, Return of the Living Dead, the Dan O'Bannon directed picture, which was essentially intended to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead originally. This is the UK exclusive steelbook, as you can see there, and you open it up and you get a booklet. Basically, I think this is meant to be like the mortuary workers booklet, about production history, and some artwork of zombies on the inside there. So that's Return of the Living Dead, a great little funny horror movie. If you like Romero movies, chances are you'll like this, although the sense of humour is a bit stupid and slapstick, it's still enjoyable. And the final one I've picked up is a film that I think I've seen, if I'm honest, but it's been so long that I can't really remember it. There's actually 2 movies in one steelbook. That's the Demons steelbook. Picked this up because this has been about £25 since it came out. It's the Arrow release. Arrow, the guys who've been basically giving the 5-star treatment to a load of exploitation movies. Demons, Zavi.com, I mentioned earlier, they brought this down they do what's called a Mega Monday, where essentially on a Monday they have sale items for one day only, and they put this at £12.50, half price, free delivery, so I picked that up. There's the front cover, there's the back, as I say, it's a steelbook. And then you open it up. This is what it looks like inside. You get a booklet about the making of both pictures, and 2 discs, 1 for each movie. Demons, reading about it and looking at the pictures from it, I recognise it. I think I've seen it maybe when I was little, but not since. And I definitely do recognise a lot of the poster art as well, but that's the Demons Blu-ray, and that again is going to be watched as part of Horror Movie Month here on my channel. So So that's basically all the things that I have got recently that I wanted to show on this video. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for a lot more videos on this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.